When I looked back, I realized that I walked about 90 meters, which appeared to be very far away. I was shocked and worried. I attempted to walk back to the party, before I suddenly heard a nearby bush rustle. The rustling suddenly startled me. It rustled for a second time until a man popped out. He had black hair with a red streak, crimson eyes, a red and black shirt, red and black striped gloves, black pants, black and red sneakers. I let out a startled gasp before falling backwards. The mysterious red and black slasher walked towards me with a sinister grin. "G'day," he said. Who are you?" I stammered. "I am Pasta Boy," the man answered. My name is Rowan," I replied. Pasta Boy then paced around me slowly as he introduced himself. "You may or may not have seen me, but may have a similar hairstyle, the same face proportions, or a similar voice. But I am the future version of you." I gasped in shock. "Well, what?" I exclaimed in fear. "It's true. I can see your future," he replied as he continued pacing around me. I have gone insane because nobody would relate to me. I never got a chance to see my friends in person or hang out with them again. I made posts on Facebook asking them if they can ever hang out with me, but nobody answered. I got impatient, so I continued sharing them just to get an answer, going as far by using profane language. 10th time I did it, my mum called me out and put shame on me for it. I became offended that I've killed her with this. Pasta Boy held up a well-polished knife with thick small blood dripping from it. I gasped and You didn't! I shouted. "I did," he said melancholy, before chuckling quietly. Pasta Boy continued telling his story. "I was tired of working with people I didn't care for. One time, they bothered me too much. I've taken a risk, which means..." I mouthed what looked like I was saying no, before saying, "You've murdered them?" Pasta Boy nodded silently, not saying a single word. Pasta Boy then stopped pacing around and looked away. "Those trolls. I will never, in a million years, forgive them for what they've done to me," he said, trying to not choke up. "They were too much for me." I've dealt with that too," I responded. Pasta Boy slightly turned his head towards me, a side view of his face, but not his entire face. "You want to know what I've done to them?" he asked in a low tone. "Let me know. Let me guess. You've red-rummed them?" I asked, making a shining joke. It was too much. I can't take these assholes anymore. I didn't want to do either of those crimes, but I had to take a risk, Pasta Boy replied, about to cry. I clenched my teeth in discomfort. I was worried and concerned meeting a future version of myself. Pasta Boy walked towards me and put his hand on my shoulder. "I've been wanting to say this to you since we met a few minutes ago, Rowan. Join me, and together, we can be free from the problems that affected us, and the people that have bothered and hurt us emotionally." I looked down at the path, thinking of my decision. It was a hard decision, but I made up my mind seconds later. I can't. You'll take advantage of me. I'm not a monster, nor am I a criminal. I finally got a chance to walk on my 2 feet again down the path. "I'm sorry," I apologized. Pasta Boy then interrupted me. "Wait, I have one thing left to say. You've got no idea why my name is Pasta Boy, right?" I looked back, not bothering to say a word. I love pasta," he continued, as he walked slowly towards me. "It's so delicious. so thick, so rich, and so delectable. All I need is sauce. I can grab some pasta sauce for you, I replied. No. I'm looking for sauce. Right inside here. He finished, pointing his knife at my chest. I realized what Pasta Boy meant by that gesture. He was referring to the blood inside my body. Seeing that disgusting, sinister grin on his face, I quickly threw a punch to his face, causing him to fall on the floor. I quickly made a run for the party until Pasta Boy regained motion and ran after me. He ran so fast that he skidded right in front of me, with an evil smile slapped on his face. I skidded to a halt, seeing my future self in my very own eyes. He started off as a soft-spoken villain with a tragic backstory. Now he became a psychopathic killing machine he is.